Be good with the smaller one, but you can't use the smaller one for the planter or anything.
No, you can't use it for anything.
It pulls the plow because the plow doesn't have the right amount of horsepower to take.
It doesn't pull it at full speed though. I've noticed. Oh, freaking thing. Get off. Yes.
Alright, now I just need to go and give Johnny a dislike.
Oh, lovely.
You don't need to do that.
Always got to give Johnny a dislike. Otherwise, I mean, he'll have all likes. What's that about?
Yeah, you couldn't have that. That'd be illegal.
Chazzy Nate had it all figured out. How many views the video gets, how many likes, and how many dislikes you should get.
Yeah.
He says you should always get at least 2 dislikes.
Ah. I see.
I don't know, your stream has stopped here. What's going on? Oh, there it goes. Alright. Hey. Oh, we plowed 17?
Oh.
No.
No, we didn't. Okay.
No, we did. That was ages ago, though.
Oh, it was showing there was wheat in it, but that was just my screen. I'm still sinking in. Let's see here.
Hello, everybody. Welcome to the stream.
We need to plow 17.
We did.
Not 17, 31, sorry.
Yeah, 31 needs plough.
Let's see here.
We don't need to plow it now.
Not right now, we don't.
We have fertilized it, so we're gonna have grass from it again.
Well, the grass probably needs doing. I'm going to check it.
We cut the grass yesterday. Collect that yesterday. So it's not grown yet.
Almost time to harvest.
Yeah.
Almost.
I'm never going to put duck into the harvester today.
Yeah? Don't know if you could handle
it. Sure, I can handle.
Hey, Mick. How are you, mate? Better than yesterday, I hope.
What, did he pull a Massey Man and hurt himself?
No, he has bad back problems.
That's terrible. I can sympathize with that. Alright, let's do a contract on 5 while we're waiting.
Yeah, you could do that.
Alright. How many harvesters do we have?
1.
We have one.
Alright, I borrowed the equipment.
Yeah, it'd be best to do that.
So if one of you guys wants to grab the other one, I'll grab the borrowed harvester.
Where'd you go? Field 5, did you say?
Yep.
5, 5, 5.
Shouldn't take very long.
Aye, up there. What's on it? Barley. No, oats. Okay.
I was going to say, it should be oats.
Yep, it is. Good idea. Oh. What they give you as a transport vehicle, tractor and trailer?
Truck and trailer.
Ah, nice.
Man truck.
Nice, nice.
Well, I'm running into an invisible fence here, so this is pretty awesome.
Invisible fences are good.
Yeah, this tree has got some pretty large collision on it. Something does. What is stopping me?
Edge of the map.
Yeah.
No, I'm not at the edge of the map at the store.
Yeah.
Yep.
Hey, not.
Excuse me.
It's this tree. I know it is. It's gotta be.
No, it's the edge of the map.
Yep.
It is. How can it be the edge of the map?
That's where he's put the border anyway. You know, the collision border.
I'm in a field. It can't be.
It is the edge of the map.
Mm-hmm.
I'm sitting at the shop and watching you.
How'd you get stuck?
I don't know. I'm hitting something.
He's here.
Yes, better than yesterday. How am I? Yep. I'm better than yesterday too. Strangely enough. Not quite as tired. But as usual, tired. That's just me. I'm always tired. Oh. Oh, someone just gave me a poke somewhere on Discord. Huh? Oh no. Okay. And we're harvesting. Right.
Shit.
Yes.
Sorry.
Did you drive through our crop?
Yeah.
Ah, that'll come out of your pay.
That's why I stick to the roads.
Why do you lay down straw?
Why not?
Just to make it interesting. Give it a few bumps. Lay down the straw, he might give us a contract to make hay bales.
Out of straw.
Straw bales. Yeah. Same thing, different colour.
Still bales.
Yeah. I haven't seen one of those contracts for ages. Did they take it out of the game?
What, hay bales?
Well, yeah, I used to get contracts every now and again to bale a field. Don't get it anymore. I haven't seen it for ages.
No, I just saw it last week when I was testing RB's map.
Oh, did you? Okay.
Yeah.
You playing tomorrow night?
Didn't do it. I didn't do it.
No.
What's that?
You playing tomorrow night?
Yeah, hopefully.
Yeah, I might pop in and watch for a bit.
Yeah, we'll go and see if we can break it. I was doing a bit of logging on it today, and I couldn't find a place to sell the wood.
Really?
Yeah,
I'm sure he's got a logging camp there.
he does, but I
Yeah.
couldn't find a place to sell logs, just sawdust
Ah,
or wood chips.
yeah.
I don't know if he's forgot the trigger or took it out intentionally. I don't know.
No,
I was gonna ask him about it and I forgot.
I'll have to remind him tomorrow.
I don't know if he's have special mods he wants on the server.
He told me he didn't want any when he was asking me.
Huh.
It's best when you're testing not to use mods.
Yeah.
No, just put in like multiple mission and stuff like.
You could put multiple
Just a
missions
bubble.
and stuff, yeah, simple things like that, but no actual mods. It's best.
No. No vehicle mods especially.
No.
I'm expecting him to come into stream live later, so
Oh yeah. Yeah, hopefully.
I'll have to go see if Wonko sold the milk yesterday.
I think he did.
he did. Yeah, he did. And he was wondering who had put down a big pile of straw middle of his yard.
I have no idea what he's talking about.
It's all
I'm
a
sure
mystery.
you do.
It's all a mystery.
Well, the next go around of grass, we got to make hay in bales.
We should, yeah. Oops. Should make hay anyway. I don't know about bales.
Does that silo store hay?
Yeah, That's the silo stores hay, so loose hay would be good. We'd get a bit more in.
Yeah, fiddle store. So we got to make sure we make hay then,
Yeah.
because we need hay. We don't really have any straw storage either, do we?
Yeah, same
It
thing.
stores straw too.
Yeah, same on straws. Stores, straw.
Okay.
Stores 300,000 liters
Is it full?
of grass, yeah.
Of grass, straw, no, it's down a bit, but not much.
Still got quite a bit.
Yeah, 200 and something. Yeah, we only use it for the cows. All empty, oops.
I know. I see that.
I've been doing anything interesting, Doc?
No, I've been out of town all week.
Yeah.
Learned how to run a bulldozer.
Ooh,
That was interesting.
yes, what about it?
Definitely could have plowed some houses over.
Yep.
Hello, Mike.
Well, they didn't give me a small one to learn on. They gave me one of the big giant ones.
Ah,
Here, start with the big one. Here's a parking lot.
yeah. See what you can squash.
Wow, yeah. I dug a hole.
Oh, nice.
It was fun. I got the hang of it.
Yeah.
They're not very comfortable to drive, honestly.
No. No, they're not a luxury item.
No. And honestly, the tracks are louder than anything else.
Yes. Yeah.
You don't even, you push piles and you don't even know what's going on inside there. It's just got so much power.
Yep.
You can't see anything. I don't know how people used to run them in the old days without any electronics.
Skill.
Yeah,
Obviously.
but you can't see what you're doing. It's like you gotta have like some sort of gyro in your noggin that tells you if you're going up or down.
Oh, yeah, yeah.
I imagine they must have used to have, you know, slope and tilt levels on the machines.
Yeah.
Otherwise, you'd have no clue what you were doing.
Yeah. No. Yeah, they do. Like
I played
manual.
Generation Zero for a 5-6 hour last night after the stream, Mike.
Yes.
Have you tried that game?
It's not a very old game. Oops, it's only been out
Oh,
a little while.
yeah. And he's from Sweden, and the game is from Sweden too. So
Oh, can't be much good. I mean, yeah, it must be good.
Yeah,
It's surprised. There's a lot of things that are manufactured in Sweden for not being, they're not a very big country.
Yeah.
no, but they are good. They do a very well job when they do something.
Well, they've got not much else to do except freeze and climb
The
mountains.
Swedish people is known for doing a very good job.
Yep.
Are they like Canadians? Like everybody loves the Swedes?
Pretty much, yeah.
Everybody loves Canadians and nobody knows why. It's probably because there's not that many of them.
Okay.
They have all this land, but most of their inhabitants is around the U.S. border.
Yeah.
Because you get too far north, you can't really do anything.
No, it's pretty cold and,
It's just, yeah, it's just
and
frozen.
horrid. More like Russia than anywhere else.
Yeah, actually, Canada's pretty close to Russia, yeah. As far as the same,
Yeah,
latitude.
yeah. Climate, sort of. Not as cold as Russia, but yeah.
Oh no! I mean, Canada's got Arctic Circle.
Oh, yeah. I know. It is very cold. Like, yeah, it'd probably be second to Russia.
Yeah. The Canadian ice roads where they run over the frozen lakes and all that other nonsense.
Yeah.
Let's drive this tractor trailer fully loaded over a frozen lake. That sounds like a good idea.
It does.
Oh, the effort they put into it. I mean, once it starts getting below zero, they start taking water trucks out there and they start building these ice roads.
Mm. Yes.
The ones in the U.S. don't necessarily go over anything really like frozen.
No.
They're just because, it's Arctic temperatures. It's just because they're a solid ice road, but they're on solid ground usually. There's not too much running over frozen water.
Yeah. It's still nothing I would love to do, though. It's not something I would go, oh, I've got to do that before I die.
Well, I'm looking at those roads and I'm thinking, those are going to be kind of treacherous to drive on a nice summer day, let alone doing them in the winter when they're full of ice.
Yeah.
One of the biggest problems with the Alaskan roads is they just go through areas of nothing.
Mm.
So when they get a storm, that's all you don't see anything. You can't see anything because the only thing that marks the roads is the little, delineators.
Yep.
That's all you can go by because it's pretty much just a blanket of snow.
Yeah, it'd be pretty airy.
I'll be right back.
All right, mate.
I know a couple from Alaska.
Okay.
Somehow they ended up down here.
Got cold?
They're thinking well, they wanted to go south,
Mm. Right.
I don't know. They're thinking about going back. It's always like, if I run into somebody here that's moved here, I always wonder, I'm like, what possessed you to come here?
Yeah.
Why are you here?
Mm.
Everybody moves away from here.
Yeah. No, sorry to
Probably
say,
one of
the countryside in America is quite awesome. I would love to see it, but there's other reasons I don't like America. Too many bad stories.
We got a lot of people. You can't help it.
Oh, I know that. Yeah, that's the problem. The more people, the more weird things happen.
Well, it's one of those things like people that don't have anything to do always end up in trouble. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
It's like if you have school children and you don't have anything for them to do, what happens? They all find ways to entertain themselves that are usually not in their best interest.
Yeah.
It's the same here.
Yeah.
And you have a bunch of people that don't really, necessarily have to work.
Yeah.
It causes problems because they find other ways to entertain themselves.
That's right. Yeah. Yes, and it's usually the wrong side of the tracks instead of something creative.
Well, it's like protesters. I'm always trying to figure out who has time to do all these protests across the country, because don't most people have a job?
Yeah, but see, that's what these protesters are paid. They're paid
Welcome to the
protesters.
stream, Bubbles, and thank you very much for the host.
Yes, welcome.
Welcome. So, if most people that have jobs, they don't have time to protest, where do all these protesters come from?
Yeah, the unemployment queues. We'll give
So
you an
I feel
extra
like,
$50 to do, to turn up here. That sort of thing.
yeah, so I feel like we shouldn't listen to protesters because they're not real protesters, because, they have time to do it.
Yeah. Yeah, that's why
Because,
I find that's why Australia is so appealing. We're scarcely populated. We do. Well, yeah, there's a bit of Americanism in the cities, but it's not as bad. I think it's, the less population, the better communities you get, if you know what I mean, what I'm getting at.
Well, it's a difference between knowing you have neighbors and knowing your neighbors.
Yes.
The more people you put into an area, you can only handle so many connections in your life, basically, before it's just like you can't interact with people anymore.
Yeah.
So it's kind of like once you get over, say, 1,000 people in a community, you can't know everybody anymore.
No.
There's just too many people.
Yeah. Well, the town I live in has only got 3,500.
Yeah.
And
so you can know.
Yeah, we know most of them. Yeah.
Yeah.
We do get people that move up here, for work and stuff,
but you recognize they're not from there.
Yeah, that's right. They stick out like sore thumbs.
I haven't seen you here before. Who's in here looking for an untoasted bagel?
Yeah.
It's not even a thing.
I've lived and worked in cities, and they can stick it up their backside. I never lasted very long.
Well, I like the small towns because at least obviously you're always going to have some scumbags or some.
Oh yeah, even in small
bad
towns,
people around.
Yeah.
So, in the small towns, you all know who they are. You know what I mean? And I think it's why you don't see the crime as high in the rural areas. I mean, first of all, there's not as many people, but second of all, everybody knows each other. So when somebody starts getting kind of out of line, usually it's taken care of, before the authorities are involved.
Yep.
I did empty it.
Huh?
I need a few hundred liters more.
Well, I'm going to have to combine a few hundred more liters then.
Ideally.
It's 99% full.
Well, if it's 99, just go.
Do you know where to sell it, Oops?
I put it in the barn at the farm.
No, it's a mission.
It's a mission, so just take it straight in.
You gotta sell it at the farm supplies.
Farm supplies, oh yeah.
I wish they would do better translations.
That farm supplies is a placeable building. It is English.
Oh, bulk farm supplies. Yeah, it is. It's in English. I should have known better.
Yeah, it's one of my placeables.
Your placeables.
Yes, made especially for me.
Oh, made for you.
Yeah.
I thought it was going to be like you were doing some modding or something.
No, I have modding ideas. I just pass them on.
Because there was, I thought you were trying to regain your modder status.
Nah,
Yeah.
not interested. Bring out the new
we all know you're you're not a real modder.
No, I'm only a hack. I still hack.
I don't understand what your issue with GE is. I don't have
I hate it.
the same problems, I
I
guess.
hate it. They've made map building harder.
They did.
I don't like harder, so that's it. Quit.
The biggest problem I have is it's hard to make it look good because otherwise it looks like somebody's kid's coloring book.
Yes.
You can't blend any of the textures together.
No, I don't. I hate that for a start. But then I got over that and started with kept going, and then I found other things I hate. I thought, I'll blow this. Sick of it. There's no need to change, in my opinion, but according to them, the scripting, it had to be changed because of the new scripting. Alright, stick it. There's nothing wrong with the old scripting.
Well, the way to get around the blending is to make ground textures that are pre-blended.
Yeah.
But that just adds
More work.
that many more
Yeah.
ground textures that you've got to load into the map.
Yeah. And it makes more work. Not interested. Bloody ridiculous.
Because it really, I mean, nothing against anyone that's made maps, but it just looks silly when you've got this crayon colored looking straight lines everywhere.
Yeah.
And it's not even a square line. Like the concrete texture it's not that bad because it's still like a fuzzy concrete line. Like,
Yeah.
you know, whatever.
No, hopefully they'll get on top of it. We never know.
They'll make another game they'll rob us for
Yeah.
our money for. I don't think I'm buying another one.
Hey, Massey man. He says, been taking the rear drum brake apart on the quad and found out why it wasn't working. Okay. There's no brake pads.
There's no cable inside anymore.
No cables, no springs.
No brakes at all.
I've had bikes like that. No brakes.
I don't know what a quad is with a drum brake, so.
Yeah. Yeah, most of them have got discs now.
Well, look, I don't know. We call quads like a four-wheeler kind of thing.
Yeah, four-wheeler, yep. So do we.
Yeah.
So does England, yeah.
We wouldn't have any brake drums.
No, usually discs now. Have a single disc on the rear axle.
All the ones I can see have always been, because quads you typically have a straight axle, they don't have a differential.
No. Oh, there are some that do. Four-wheel independent suspension and...
There are some. Most of your typical quads, though, they just a straight axle with a chain on it.
Yeah, just a simple farm workhorse, simple as possible. So
yeah,
the
a lot of time your brake
farmer
isn't
doesn't
even on
break
the
it.
axle.
Yeah.
Brake's on the transmission side. And I guess if it was on the transmission, you could have a drum brake hanging off of that.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure the early ones had drum brakes. Oh.
Just a lot of moving parts to have the same result with a drum
Yeah.
brake.
I still remember the days of the trikes, three-wheelers. Were they hairy? They were scary and hairy to drive. Or ride. Go around corners on one wheel.
Hell yeah.
Well, he just wrote me a story. When I took the cow off the clump, a clump of mud dropped out on our clean contract.
What?
My quad is a 2014 model. Okay. 2014 model. Hard to read. And has disc front brakes and a rear drum. That's on the rear axle. Okay. You swapped trucks, oops.
Yeah.
You got the man stuck, didn't you? You got it stuck somewhere.
Yeah. No, that tipper is tipping up. This one is a walking floor.
Yep.
Yeah.
Yep, definitely easier.
And almost flipped the truck down there, so.
Yeah.
I like the horn on this one much better.
Oh, yes. Yeah, it's pretty cool. Engine sounds good too.
It does.
What the hell are you doing? You're missing a bit.
Well, I'm not going to run into you.
Jeez. Now I have to pick up your slack. Oh, I suppose most people are used to that. Did Wonko take off and buy beer with the money he got from the milk? Yeah, don't know. No, he sent me a message saying he wouldn't be available tonight. Didn't mention beer, but it's bound to be in there somewhere.
Yeah, you're too pissed to keep continuing on.
Just about. Massey Man says, just about all Honda's utilities have front discs and a drum brakes at the rear because they're cheap and uncheerful.
My buddy's got 3 Hondas. I don't remember ever seeing a drum brake on them. Of course, it's probably really little though, too, knowing those things.
Yeah, not sure. I have driven one, a Honda Quad, but it was a long time ago. And a Yamaha.
Because we had the rear axle off one of them because we replaced all the bearings and stuff.
Oh, yeah.
Because there's an axle tube with the 2 axle bearings and seals and everything, and
Yeah.
I don't know, it just got full of mud.
Yeah, that could happen.
That's why I don't own any. Every time he goes and rides, he's got to go spend another week fixing them all.
Yeah, that's like same as Massey. He goes and rides his quad and spends the next week fixing it. Or mending bones.
I think that's just how it is. They're like boats. Every time you take a boat out on the lake, you gotta go fix it.
No.
Or made in
Bust out
America then.
Huh?
They're made in the US then.
Made in the US then.
Oh, yeah.
Because we don't have that problem here.
Boats are for people with money that want to waste it.
Oh, the bigger ones, yeah. There's a lot of speedboats in this area because we're a lakes district. There's a couple of rivers and about 6 lakes.
Same here.
They go water skiing a lot here.
50-something mile long lakes.
Mm.
Yeah, you get a lot of summer, like everybody's got a boat.
Yeah, yeah. Used to be like that here. I don't think it is so much. I don't know. I don't get out now. But when I was, when I was younger, you'd go to the lake on the weekend and spend the weekend swimming, and be boats everywhere. My old Arctic Cat quad had hydraulic front brakes and cable-operated rear disc brake, which was useless at the best of times. Yes.
Arctic Cat, that's U.S.
An Arctic Cat, yeah. Someone probably imported it to Britain.
Well, Arctic Cat would make snowmobiles, that's why it's called Arctic Cat.
Mm.
But they started making other stuff too.
Yeah.
I don't know if they still do. I imagine they do. Used to see a lot of the Suzuki 3-wheelers used to be about
Yeah.
3 and 4-wheeler. There was one time where everybody started making, 4-wheelers because it was like the thing.
Yeah. Yeah, every
Now
man and his
everybody
dog
makes this-
was making them.
Yeah. Now it's a side-by-side. Everybody's got to have one of those now.
Hmm. It's
Yeah,
the
'cause
first
you can't
time.
ride-
Okay.
Mhm.
You've got a good run out of it this time then. You're saying it's the first time you had to fix the Honda one in 6 months.
Wow.
I know you were fixing it quite regularly a while back.
I think they're like made to break because nobody needs a 4-wheeler. You know what I mean?
Oh, everything's made to
yeah.
break now.
Haven't they used it for 6 months?
He might not used it for 6 months.
First time out. That's the thing. It's like 4-wheelers, boats, all those kind of, pleasure vehicles. They're just built to break.
Well, like I just said, everything's built to break nowadays. They don't build things to last anymore.
Well, I'm trying to figure out if it's the people making them don't make them heavy or durable enough, or is it the people that have them are just really rough on everything?
No. They're designed to break. That's why they have a warranty. And when the warranty's expired, that's when the parts wear out. They're designed that way.
My old work computer went after 2 years. The warranty was up after 2 years, and like almost 2 years to the day, the whole hard drive crashed.
Yep. They're made that way so that you have to upgrade or replace or just buy new. That way the money keeps ticking over. If they made things to last, like they did in the old days, companies go broke. And they did in the old days.
Wow.
A lot of companies went broke.
Like hijacking us, making us buy a new game every 2 years.
Yeah, that's right. Same thing. You know, you find a really great game and it's fantastic, and they bring out a new version, and then I've got to get that because this is so great. And you buy the new version and it's no different. What the hell? They've improved the graphics a little bit, or added one feature which they could have added to the previous version, but you know, as a patch. Keep the old money wheel turning over. Well, work deals. Your work deals in the Polaris. Okay, very popular over here, and Arctic Cat. Okay. They're about the most useless brands of quads on the market. Yeah, they're very popular here, the Polaris. I don't know why. Like you say, they're pretty useless. And they're one of the most expensive over here. The Polaris is very expensive compared to the others. Must be import duty and stuff like that, I'd say.
Well, you guys like that stuff.
Well, we're a very Honda-orientated community, like bikes and alike, you know. In my area, anyway.
Yeah, we should make 10 grand off of all this.
Nice. Yeah, I've been thinking about doing some contracts. I've thought about it the last few weeks. We get the money ticking over while we're waiting for crops or something. Do an odd contract here and there.
Yeah, but we have been busy all the time.
Most of the time we've been busy, yeah.
Yeah.
What are you doing? Yes. Oh, I nearly got this knocked over. Just in time for me to get breakfast.
What are you gonna have your viewers watch on Hired Worker while you do that?
Don't know. I could put my cow picture up. That seems to keep them amused for ages.
Yeah, because your title screen pictures are definitely bringing people in.
Hey, you don't like my icon? The John Deere.
Don't you?
I could do without it.
Don't you?
I saw the picture. Yeah, sorry, oops, hang on. I saw the picture because I was looking for a new title, video title picture. I saw the picture and I thought to myself, that's something I would do when I was younger. So I had to have it. Yes, yes, mate. Sorry.
Where did you get that picture of Duck?
Of Duck, Doc. Yeah. That was him going out to repair a tractor on the field. He couldn't quite manage it.
With no pants on, huh?
You didn't want to get clothes dirty, mate. Polaris Ranger 1000 diesel is quoted at £22,000. Jesus! Standard, where the Honda Pioneer is closely spec'd at £15,000. Jesus, £22,000 for a quad. Christ, I could buy a good car for that.
It's kind of dumb how expensive they are. Right back.
Shit. Do 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 do.
Alright, I am back.
Come back.
Come back.
Finally starting to get warm in here.
You can have some of my heat. Gladly send it over.
Onco didn't sell the wool.
No.
Didn't clean the sheep.
No.
The hell, Batman?
Nice.
$18 did you get?
18, that's nice. Well done. Was worth it. I've started on 11. I've started harvesting field 11. If someone wants to take over, I'll go and grab breakfast.
There's a huge pile of grass inside the sheep pen.
Yeah, it's the trigger's in the wrong spot. I cleaned them out yesterday and put it right above the trough, and it went over the other side. I thought that's friggin' handy. The trigger must be further forward. Must have to tip to the front of that trough.
Oh, must be because I just did the same thing.
Ugh.
I was on the front side of it.
It's a pain. I looked. There's no way to get in there. Number 2. Likes bike. Hello, Doughboy. Massey Man says, no, 22,000 for a side-by-side. A quad is like 10k compared to 8.5 for a Honda. Okay.
Hello,
Breakfast.
Doughboy.
It's support time. Yeah, I know.
I bet you if I get going fast enough, I can run right into that.
Looks like we're going to have a tractor stuck.
What do you mean?
Oh, you got over the fence.
Yeah. I got inside it. told you, if you get going fast enough, I bet you could tip right over it.
Yeah. Nice. What have you done now?
I picked up the mess, and I went to pick it up, and it caught the trough, and it flipped me over 180 right out of it. I couldn't do that again if I tried. But I did get the mess cleaned up.
Oh, that's the main thing.
So next time I'm going in the sheep pen to clean them out like that, you got to come watch.
Oh, I will.
Got to put that on video. Watch my tractor do a somersault. Oh no, it's doing the same thing again.
Shit.
I don't think you could tip it back in the trough.
Maybe it's the wrong stuff. What's in the...
Oh, they're completely full, that's why.
Well, normally it doesn't tip. It'll just stop.
No, normally it doesn't tip.
Well, that's
For
a
some
bummer.
reason, it tips.
Support time. It's night time. Get it right. Yeah, supper. It's 4 p.m. here. Oh, okay.
Yeah.
7:30. 7:30 here in the morning. AM.
There we go. Got her back over. All right, you might want to come over and watch what I'm doing here.
Who the hell's been driving through our field over there? There's a big circle in the field.
It was stuck.
It was not me.
I'll come and watch. Hang on. Sheepies.
Oh, there we go.
Oh, I missed. I was coming over.
Hold on. I guess I could do it again.
Probably won't work.
I gotta
now.
get that. I gotta get that pile out of there anyway.
Oh, yeah.
All right. Children be playing.
Yeah, so you can't do it now.
Oh yeah, I can. Da 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 da. Right over that sheep. Alright, now you just watch here. I'm going to collect the grass with the bucket.
9:30 at night. Okay. Yep. I'm watching.
Okay, here.
That's actually
Let's
putting
see.
it out. It is grass that you're picking up. It hasn't miraculously changed to something else.
No, it says grass.
Okay.
Yeah. Alright, now. Is this grass here? I can't tell. Is this ground? Alright, so. Oh, figures. You're standing there, so now it's not going to do it.
Probably not.
That's not cool.
The sheep don't like it anyway.
It literally flopped me right over there.
Yeah,
twice.
sure. Mm-hmm.
Did. Just like that. I stuck the landing too.
That's strange. It tipped grass out of the bucket, though. There's grass here on the ground. Strange it to do that. You're lucky there's no more bales there, because the bales go right through there. You would have knocked the bales for 6 as well. That's crazy. 2 collisions must collide there somewhere, just not quite right.
Yeah, something's just not quite. what it
Doughboy
should be.
says you're cheating, Doc.
I'm cheating?
Mm.
I stuck the landing. Oh, whoa!
Okay. Couple of collisions there. They don't match. Mercy Man says, I've just been 74 mile per hour wind gusts here with wind speeds of 60 mile per hour, and it's just been a slight breeze today for us. And America would be in shutdown mode saying it's a hurricane.
No, we wouldn't. Actually, over this past weekend, that's what we had.
Hurricanes?
No, we had 60-mile-an-hour winds.
Oh.
Well, I give up on trying to clean that pile up.
Yeah. Well, at least we know we can now.
Yeah, if you want to flip yourself over in there. That's probably how Wonko flipped it over before.
Oh, maybe.
Because this is the in-game bucket. It's not...
No, it's in-game stuff, yeah.
It is a modded tractor, but it's an in-game loader and bucket, so...
Yep.
We know that there's no problem with that.
All right.
Yeah, I think one of the collisions or something is just too tall, or...
Oh, it could be.
Yeah.
Could be.
It's like you're able to get under it, and it can't lift it up, it just flops you over it.
Mm.
Yeah.
Yes.
So that's cool. Where's our trailer?
I'm using it.
He's using
the bale
it.
trailer?
Bale trailer?
No, I'm using the truck. You can harvest.
What the hell happened over here? Did we get rid of the bunk silo?
Yes.
Yeah, we had to. It fouled up yesterday, and we don't know why. All the silage in it went hard as a rock.
Yeah, we lose 400,000 liters of silage.
Yep, just went hard as a rock.
Was that the in-game one?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Oh. That's really weird.
I've had that happen in 17,
Yeah.
not in 19. So weird. How many houses have blown away in America compared to Scotland for high winds? Yeah, that's true.
I don't know of any houses that have blown away.
We don't get many here either.
It's usually tree limbs and power lines is the only reason we have trouble with wind.
Yeah, we get the odd power line going down, and yeah, a few. They're not hurricanes that we get over here, are they?
So can we get that big Colossus loader, considering we're gonna have to load all that up?
Load all what up?
That grass.
We've got a big loader.
Pickup wagon. They have a pickup wagon.
Yeah.
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 Well, we should get another fermenting silo. I mean, this is ridiculous.
We're hopefully next weekend I'll have a new silage fermenter.
Oh yeah.
It holds
So
300.
testing.
It holds 300,000. It's all tested.
This one holds 300,000.
Yeah, I know, but this one actually works better.
Okay.
Does it ferment it faster?
I don't know. I think it does. In testing, it seemed to work quicker.
Is mine still in here?
Can you get it to hold more?
Oh, it could.
300,000.
Could, but
Yeah.
we could get a couple that do the same thing. It'd be fine.
Yeah.
We got my fermenting silos still here.
Yeah, we do, I think.
Put one of them in.
Well, if someone wants to come do this harvesting or fast forward through the night before I go and get breakfast.
Duck harvest.
Yeah, the harvester's over here in field 11. Someone wants to fast forward time. You want me to? I can before I go.
You can do it.
Just put it on 15 and go to breakfast. It'll be fine. I'll work through the night.
Oh,
I'm
okay.
harvesting, so it doesn't really matter.
All right. I'll be back in a momento.
What are you looking for, Doc?
Huh?
What are you looking for?
I need a wagon.
Yeah, I know that. I didn't hear you said anything. I was repairing and fueling it.
Stupid combine doesn't even have a light on the auger like it's supposed to.
Hit F.
F?
Yeah.
Yeah, it's gonna turn my lights off. 1 and 17 had it. think the one in 17, they had lights on the auger.
Yeah.
So it must be when we placed that silo, it must have been in the ground or something, huh?
I don't know. I know we lost 400,000 liters of silage. You're welcome, princess.
I'm back. Massey Man says there's never been a tree uprooted or lost timbers since 1976, where we had 150-mile-an-hour winds. There's no accurate reading as the wind speed thing blew away. Doughboy says, wow, looking at that field, no one else is live that I can go watch. Yeah. Upsil's live, or he was.
Yeah, it's still live. So, Doughboy, don't follow me on Twitch.
No. Twitch sucks.
Yeah. And I even subscribed to him on Twitch.
To
And he don't
Doughboy.
follow me. Yeah.
Ah.
If I was gonna stream again, it'd be on Twitch. YouTube has irritated me.
Twitch is gay.
YouTube took my monetization away from me twice because they changed the rules. Pissed me off.
Yeah, well, that's true. It's a bit sad. They obviously weren't making enough money, like all companies.
They give you a congratulation email and all this stuff, and then, like, you know, a month later they tell you, oh, by the way, we've changed the rules, and now you're no longer going to be able to monetize, but we're still going to play ads on your videos. No, you're not.
Yeah. There's only one harvester working at the moment.
Yeah.
We only have one harvester.
Yeah, we usually at least one come harvest time.
You can list the class, Johnny.
Oh, I thought I might do that. Yeah.
Yeah, like the small one, the Dominator.
I'll be right back. I'm gonna get me something to eat too.
Yeah, that's what you should be leasing, to like the small class.
Well, the Chicano, you're talking.
And welcome to the stream, Doughboy.
Well, you should look and see what's the most cost-effective one to lease. It's probably the Rashlemesh.
I'll be right back.
That's what we should be running anyway. Let's sell this case when I get 2 Rashlemesh.
I want to get 2 class ones.
You wouldn't want to use the DLC you paid for, would you?
Yes. No, I'm gonna I'm going to lease a big one, see what it's like. Never used it. What's that going to cost us? Nah, it's not bad. Lease.
How much? Oh, jeez.
What happened?
Shot me across the map.
Good.
Yeah. Made a big leg spike when you bought that one.
No, just your internet.
It's not my internet.
Must be.
You didn't even get a Kloss header, really.
No, I'm not going to stop around with a header trailer in this shop. Actually, the class header trailers are really good when you put them on the right way.
Well, yeah.
They have some sort of new locking script that actually works.
Well, that's good. I'm sure Giants won't share that with the rest of the world.
Oh God, no.
Are you sure? Are you sure they just didn't update the locking script that was for all the headers? Or the old header trailers suck?
Don't know. I haven't tried the other header trailers because they all suck.
They might have just updated the locking script because I just can't imagine that they would do that for just one, you know. They wouldn't make a whole new script just for a DLC. They're not that, you know, motivated.
Don't know.
But they did an update right before it came out, so maybe they updated
Maybe
it
they
then.
did, I don't know.
Still think we should put down another silage bunker.
Yeah, I don't know why that other one did what it did. It was a long time ago when it happened to me in 17, but I worked out what it was. Ooh, sounds pretty cool.
Were you able to open it?
No. It was opened. We opened it, right?
Mm-hmm.
And opened at both ends. Got a bucket full out of it, and that was it. Everything turned to stone. Messy man. I think they updated the locking script for all header trailers. Okay. It's worth testing then.
Yeah,
Because I know the
I
class
had that
one's
happen.
awesome.
I had that one happen in 17 too.
I can't remember what caused it. I think I maybe put it down to the bucket I was using, a modded bucket that did it, but I'm not sure.
No, I had it happen in 17 on the base game.
Okay.
In one of the BGA bunkers.
Yeah.
I unloaded some of it and then it didn't totally, like, something happened with it and it didn't totally ferment, so there was like unfermented stuff and fermented stuff all mixed together.
Oh,
It
right.
was
That
really
would have
weird.
possibly upset it too.
It was some issue with the silos on Westbridge Hills there. Not Westbridge Hills. Where the hell that other one was? Goldcrest Valley, the BGA.
Oh, yeah. Now, with the header trailer for the big class header, you put the header on not the way you think you would. You come in from the opposite side that you would think you would put it in. And it's brilliant. Really locks it up.
Opposite side that you think it should go.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, when we were testing it, Andy and I, we couldn't get it to stick on. Every time he took off, it would slide off. So I said, try the other way. Go the other side. He said, right? Well, don't know. Anyway, he picked it up again and went around the other side, lined it up and dropped it, and you could tip the header trailer upside down, it wouldn't come off.
I'm back.
All right. Welcome back.
Thank you.
Do we have those SCS bunkers in here?
Not sure, mate.
We must, right?
Possibly.
Yeah, we've got the modding welt bunkers.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, he's got one that's really big.
Well, I like the class harvester. There was one really good one in 17, modded one. I don't know who did it, but there was one that was really good. The others were okay, and I loved it.
I'm sorry about that, Princess.
Oh, what's wrong?
I posted the picture in Discord.
Oh.
Took a picture of my food and posted.
Not bloody deer steak or something again, is it? Moose steak?
Oh, sorry. Sorry, Sister Wolf.
I like the American class harvester. You do, yeah. The Americanized. You're talking about the one that's in the cat colour scheme.
Yeah, but they don't do that anymore.
Yeah, I was going to say they don't make them anymore. Class.
No. No, like that one you've got, that's all going to be green and white now.
Mm.
I'm trying to type something now, sis.
The partnership between Caterpillar and Claas has ended. Caterpillar is officially out of the ag business.
Oh, are they?
They have been, but It's actually been dissolving over the past probably 10 years.
Oh, that's sad
But-
because Caterpillar were a pretty good brand, I thought.
Well, Caterpillar is a good brand, but they made the track machine. They invented the track.
Okay.
But no longer are Caterpillar dealers Lexian Combine dealers. They dissolved that around 2009 or 10.
Okay.
2009. So that's when they changed they kept the same color scheme, but they changed it from Cat Lexian, and they took all the Cat decals off of it, and it was just Lexian combines.
Okay.
And Caterpillar dealers that were underperforming on, didn't want to sell combines or weren't selling combines, they basically ended up giving the Caterpillar or the Lexian combines to the Kloss dealers
Okay.
that were already well established.
Yeah.
So
And Doughboy says yes, the yellow one. Yeah, the cat colours are all over here, but we are starting to see the class colours now. Yeah, the few and
yeah,
far
they've
between.
only
Yeah, that'd be
they've only
because of it.
started for 2020 is when the Kloss colors are scheduled to be fully in
Fully integrated.
production. Yeah, because there's still a bunch of combines that have been being built that are still in the old colors.
Yeah. Hey, this has got a pipeline. I like that.
Well, they all should.
I can't get the case one to work, or the New Holland
Well,
one.
it doesn't work. It's probably there and it's probably missing or something.
Could be.
But they're only going to bring the Lexions over. They're not bringing anything else. I think there would be a market if they brought the smaller ones over, because Kloss already makes them. All they got to do is bring them over. But
Yeah.
for the price, anybody that would want a small combine, it's not really worth it.
It mightn't be worth it for Class either to bring it up, be bothered bringing it over. Wouldn't get the revenue back for it.
Well, the Lexian combines come over in shipping containers and they're assembled in the United States.
Yeah. Yeah, it's the same here.
Everything else, all the hay tools are brought over in containers, but all the forage harvesters are brought over as whole machines. It's a lot. I'm really surprised they never implemented the factory in Omaha to put the forage harvesters together too.
Oh, yeah.
Because they sell a lot more forage harvesters than combines. Yeah, but supposedly they're supposed to be bringing all the tractors over too.
Oh, yeah. Okay.
And they probably won't sell. They'll have the same problem that Fendt and Deutz have had. European tractors don't sell in America.
There are good sales over here because of the small to medium-sized farms. They sell a hell of a lot. But yeah, the bigger farms, they use case. Usually the big case quads and Steigers, anything, big country
it's
stuff.
kind of like there's been a Xerion sitting here in town for I don't know how long, because it's more expensive than the same horsepower tractor in John Deere or Case.
Yeah, that's right.
So why would you buy a more expensive tractor? It does the same thing.
No. Yeah. John Deere are huge here too. Some of the John Deere dealerships here are the size of a farm. They're huge. Take up acres and acres of land. All these John Deere equipment spread out over them. But yeah, we have a lot of dairy farms here, and you know, small orchards and large orchards, and the small and medium sized tractors sell quite well.
Are you still here, Sister Ruth?
We did an oopsie. Yes, it's all horses for courses.
Huh?
The farms, horses for courses.
Oh.
You're not going to sell a broadacre farmer, you know, someone that's got fields 1,000 acres. Not gonna buy, you know, tiny tractors.
Well, the biggest problem is the European tractors have a lot of functionality that Americans don't really utilize. They don't care about.
Oh God, yeah, like
it just comes down to price, you know.
Yeah, that's right. Like the Deutsch tractors, like when I worked for the dealership, you know, the Deutsch tractors were as well equipped and as comfortable as a car, and very appealing to the farmers. But yeah, they were quite expensive compared to a similar horse-powered Case or John Deere or, you know, something along those lines. But in saying that, we sold a lot of Deutzes, and I mean a lot.
Well, Deutsch is going to struggle coming back because the whole air-cooled thing, which I don't quite understand because Fence are air-cooled too, the older ones.
Yeah. Well, the older Fence used Deutz engines. They don't anymore.
They still do, but I don't think they're air-cooled.
Oh, okay. Well, the Deutz have the liquid-cooled ones now.
Fence have to have German-built engines.
Well, yeah, well, it's a German company.
Yeah, because, you know, Germans use German-built stuff. Imagine that.
Yeah, strange, eh?
It's kind of cool because they support their own, you know.
Yeah, their own industries
where
and
you
regions.
You got John Deere that's shipping everything to be manufactured in China.
Yeah.
They used to have a lot of their gearboxes used to be made in Spain.
Okay.
But instead of expanding the plant in Spain that made all their gearboxes and stuff like that, the newer stuff they've been contracting to be made in China.
Yeah.
A lot of your combine parts are made in
It's cheaper. More profit.
Well, yeah.
Profit. Quality, who cares? Profit.
Well, you could tell the metal is nowhere near what it used to be.
Oh God, Chinese steel, Jesus. I worked in the steel industry.
Yeah, you take a bolt out of it and it's just recycled garbage that snaps instantly. They rot out, deteriorate.
Yep.
Bolts made prior to World War II were... Most of what you find prior to World War II was new metal steel.
Yeah.
So most of it doesn't rust and deteriorate like recycled steel.
No. The Chinese steel is garbage.
Yep.
I was in metal industry for many, many years, and every now and again we'd buy some Chinese beams, some Chinese, columns and stuff, because it was on sale. It was cheap, and I mean cheap. It was nasty cheap. You could buy 4 pieces of steel channel for the same price you could buy one that was made in Australia, And you could tell when you were welding it, using it and cutting it, that this is garbage. Terrible stuff. All recycled steel,
Well, recycled steel isn't bad, but the way the Chinese do it.
Yeah.
There's no sorting or grading. It's just they throw whatever's in there and they just. Because most of our scrap gets cut down to size and repackaged and put on barges and sent over there. We send a lot of recyclables over to China so they can make all the garbage that we buy.
Yeah. No,
because it's not very climate friendly to do metal working, so we let China do it because they don't care about their people.
No, that's true. I remember finding air pockets in the steel. You'd be joining two bits of steel together and welding, all of a sudden it goes straight through the one bit of steel. There'd be a giant air pocket in it. They are industrious little fellas.
Well, that's
can't
just
take that off
the
them.
United States. The Chinese only have, a market because we let them. Everything we have made in China could be made somewhere else.
It could be, but it would cost 2-3 times more.
Yeah, but it would probably last 2-3 times longer.
That's right. But then that's bad. That's bad for the economy. Having things last is bad for the economy.
It is. It really, it is. But we can't save the environment and have a good economy, right?
No. Well, we don't need a good economy. Not to pamper the 1% of the rich population of the world, while 99% suffer because of the 1%. It's wrong. Humanly wrong.
That's.
You're not coming back with that last part, are you?
What last part?
Yeah, I am actually.
Is there a last part?
No, I got a little strip I gotta get.
Because I'm just following the main.
You just can't think of the economy as like a total, like there's not a finite amount of money. People seem to have this misconception that like there's a total amount of money and that people, it's just divided up wrong. That's not quite true.
No, that's not quite true, no.
A lot of people seem to think it is true. The rich people are taking more money than they should be allowed to have, but that's not really it. Because rich people are what actually drive everything.
Yeah,
because
I know.
the rich people are the people that invest in businesses and create companies and create.
Yeah, they create the jobs
the
and
need.
Yeah, that's right, and the needs and all that. But in the same token, they are taking it away from the people that need it, from the people that would profit from it at the same time. They give with one hand and take twice with the other.
They're not taking it away from people. I mean, unless you're talking about China. I mean, China, yeah, the rich people in China are usually taking it from somebody else.
Yeah.
But in my country, that's not how it is. The rich people have basically, it's no different than being an athlete, essentially. They're just very good at being able to make money. I mean, our president has been outstanding at making money through his entire life.
Yeah, and losing it.
That's part of making it, though.
Oh yeah, I know. Yeah,
It's
it goes
like
hand in hand.
When he was running for president, and they said about how he never paid taxes, and he replied, "That's because your husband's tax code let me do that."
Yeah.
And it's true, because the tax code is very well, it's been simplified a little bit, but it's so complicated that it lets rich people take advantage of it.
Yeah,
And that's the problem.
They wrought the system. Mick says
rich people afford lawyers.
Yeah. Well, yeah. Mick says Liebherr uses John Deere engines in their wheel loaders. The class wheel loaders are Liebherr painted green and white. Yeah, that's right.
Yes.
They are, yes.
All the small John Deere loaders are Liebherrs. All the little John Deere payloaders, they're all Liebherrs. Their telehandlers were Liebherrs too, Austrian built.
Okay.
Yep. Deere engines are used in a lot of things. Most of it is because it's common if it's an ag machine. Usually there's a John Deere dealership, and it's easier for the farmer to get service from a John Deere dealership than it would be from a Cummins or Detroit, Mercedes.
Yeah.
Because Kloss used to use Mercedes engines in their forage harvesters, but it was really hard to get service on a Mercedes because Mercedes will only use the trucks in the U.S.
Yeah. Plus Mercedes is
So,
a prick company.
In Europe, Mercedes was no problem to get service for, because there's lots of, Mercedes trucks and heavy equipment that runs Mercedes. A lot of manufacturers in Europe use Mercedes engines, but in the United States, it's pretty limited.
Yeah.
So trying to get the dealerships to service them was pretty tiring.
Mercedes dealers are not well known for their service or goodwill to the customer. They're not well known for that.
It's funny because the engines, we had like very little trouble with the engine.
Oh, Mercedes engines, I wouldn't fault them. They're brilliant.
They were pretty awesome. Like, you rarely had an engine warranty claim, John Deere, it seems like everything that left the store came back with some sort of warranty claim.
Yeah.
Because you could go onto the John Deere system and you put in a serial number and it'll tell you how many warranty claims have been on it, and it's like everything you look at's had at least one.
Not good.
I don't think Deere makes the quality of equipment that everybody thinks they do.
No, they
I
don't.
think they make something that's really, really nice to sit in, and they really market it.
Yeah. Is this the last little patch for here? For this field? This patch I'm running around?
No.
It's not? I've been running around this patch. I haven't found another bit. I can't see it anyway.
Well, I don't know what we're missing half a field here.
Okay. One half must have got chopped off.
There's a whole lot more field out here to be harvested.
Yeah, let me look. Oh, yeah, up the other end. Okay.
You've been running around in a circle over in this little corner.
Yeah, because I can't see the other bit. That's all right.
Because it's still on 15 times.
Yeah. It's going to be light soon. You ever see where I'm
You
going?
probably.
Oops, likes playing with his horn.
Gotta have something to play with.
Well, that's right.
RB has not been here yet.
No, he's avoiding us.
We gotta do something. That's a giant pile of grass.
Who's a giant pile of grass?
Over by the fermenting silo.
Oh.
We need to plow. When we plow that, was it field 31? Yeah, we plow field 31, or we could sell it.
Sell the field.
We're gonna have that grass field.
Yeah, might as well keep it now. We've got it. It'll come in handy. We'll do hay and stuff.
Well, we gotta plow it anyway.
We can do
Might as well
bales, sell the bales.
Why don't we just get the bale wrapper and then it'll just make silage bales? We don't have to mess with the fermenter or anything.
You could do that too.
Because we got the Boss bale, the Unirap wraps the bales.
Does it wrap square ones?
No, round ones.
Well, we got the baler that bales and wraps square ones, all in one.
What baler's that?
Is it the horse? No, I don't know. No, I don't know. Coon?
No,
Yeah.
Bales and wraps.
There's a coon. Hold on, I gotta look at this.
Yeah, it bales square bales and wraps them.
I think you're on crack.
Nah. I ran out of crack years ago.
No, there is no square baler that bales and wraps.
Yes, there is.
No. There's a Coon baler. There's a New Holland round baler, a Coon large square baler. There's a Coon round baler that wraps. There is a Kloss round baler that wraps, and then there is a Kloss square baler. But yeah, we could get one of the balers that wraps.
See this one?
That's a round baler.
That's a round baler, is it? You sure?
That's a round baler. Positive.
Yeah.
I use it all the time.
Okay. Could have sworn there was a square one that did it.
Well, I guess being multiplayer, we probably could just get the wrapper and wrap the square bales. Wouldn't that be easier?
Yeah. I'm just thinking square bales are easier to handle. You're not.
Square bales are everything about square bales is easier.
Yeah.
So we've got an autoload trailer, so we don't need a trailer.
Mm-hmm.
So it doesn't matter what bales we get.
Mm-hmm.
But I'm thinking we get the quadrant Kloss square baler.
Yeah, that'd be nice.
Even though it's like way more expensive than the Coon.
Yeah, but it's nice. Come on.
It's nicer.
Yeah.
Because it has wheel options. It'd be nicer if it made a bigger bale.
Oh, I was on to Andy about that in 17, saying there's, these big bales that these big balers bale aren't big. What do you mean? I said, have you not seen the balers we use over here? The big bales over here are like 7 foot high and about 10 foot square.
No,
They're
they're
huge.
4x4x8.
They're huge.
4x4.
I
But
don't
still,
know.
4x4 is a big freaking bale. One bale fits in the back of a pickup truck.
Oh, I don't think you'd get these in the back. No way. They weigh too much. You tip it up on its bloody rear wheels. Honestly, they are huge.
Because I think a 3x3 is like 800 pounds. A 4x4 is like almost 1,200 pounds.
Right.
Hey.
John there.
Yes, mate?
Speed.
Beep.
Turn down the time. It's still on 15.
Oh, shit. Yeah. Yeah, not focused.
Focused on his bales.
Yeah, no, me and Andy talked about it for a while in 17.
There is a variable bale density or whatever where you can make like 20,000 liter bales, but I haven't really found where it changes anything other than it says there's more in it, but they don't really act any different. They don't act heavier.
What, in game?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Because I bumped up the bales to 6,000 liters just so I didn't have to make as many.
Oh, you
It was
cheat.
kind of handy for multiplayer because you could make less bales,
Right.
less, lag.
Oh, but now with Andy's bale storages,
Nah, that's
you get no lag.
yeah, because they're not actually on the map.
No, they're not on the map. It buries them under the map. It looks like they're there, and they don't reappear until you want one or 10. Then they pop them up.
Well, it's like auto load.
Yeah,
The
a bit
image
like
is
auto
there,
load,
but they're
yeah.
not actually there.
Yeah,
It's an image of a real, of a game bale.
yeah. Yeah, with, almost no, what do they call it again? Pixels, or whatever it is. Not pixels. It's another word. Can't think of it. Lucy, what's it? I am thinking of making a mod. It's, I've been talking about it in my streams during the week, Western Australia. A placeable cow pen, but not traditional as the Europeans cow pastures are, and some American ones cow barns and stuff. Just an open field, placeable open field, and all it has on it would be a concrete pad where you would feed them, and maybe a shelter over it. Just the roof, nothing else. Oh, well, you know, the uprights to hold the roof up, of course. And it's used for breeding, like for breeding cows, not milking cows. You put the breeding cows in it. They don't produce manure because it's in an open field. They don't produce slurry because it's in an open field. And they don't produce milk because they're breeding cows. Increase the breeding rate slightly and have them require...
But the breeding rate's not in the placeable.
Well, it has to be there somewhere. It has to be an LUA or something. Because there is a mod out there for animal breeding, and they do breed, as you'll see. If you press a scope and look at our cows, we have red poles.
Yeah, but that's
and
with the animal extension mods and stuff in it.
Yep. Okay. So there has to be a way, because the red poles are breeding quicker than the Holsteins, because we started off with the same amount of cows. But we've got more
but
of
you're
those.
talking two different mods, because that's molested the animal scripting mod.
Oh, has it? Well, there's got to be a way to do it with
the animal
placeable.
shelter has nothing to do with the animals. All you tell the placeable is what animal can go in there, and you use that XML.
Okay.
So, yeah, you can use a breeding barn, but it's probably going to throw errors because there's no milk or anything.
There's got to be a way to remove that. Have to give some more
it probably
thought.
won't throw errors. It just won't work. So if you put milk cows in it, you just aren't going to have any milk.
Yeah, but that's not the point. It's not to have milk cows in it. It's to have the breeding ones.
Just
the blacks and the browns. Meat cows.
Just for meat cows.
Yeah.
Johnny?
Yes, mate?
Does it hurt?
Does it hurt?
Yeah.
Most of the time.
You were thinking.
I know, yeah. It does hurt, actually. Starting to get a migraine. Thinking too hard.
I mean, if you don't have the triggers in there, it can't really happen, right?
That's right. That's right. If there's no milk trigger, there's not going to be any milk.
Yeah, the XML is going to depict on what needs to happen. So as long as it's not in there, it just won't try to do it.
That's what I'm hoping.
Problem is, anybody uses that mod that tries to put other cows in there is going to be like, well, there's no. You still should have manure, but
not in an open field, you don't.
Well, okay.
Over here with a.
Then what you're going to do is you're going to take that concrete pad and you're going to take the dirty areas and you're going to convert them to manure instead of grass.
Well, you could, yes.
Because that's just the line in the XML. That's how they used to do it in 17.
Yeah.
Where you'd have to scrape the manure, they would change the grass to manure.
Yeah, you could do it that way, I guess.
You gotta do something. You got, and then you'll probably make it ready for the, animal extension mod, so you don't even have to water them.
Yes, would. I don't know anyone that carts water to their livestock unless it's drought time. I don't know anyone that carts water to their livestock. Cows, sheep.
Never.
No. Not even pigs.
Never.
Because it's all piped. If drought season, yes, you might take a trailer load of water out to your cows and pour it into the dry dam. But there's no troughs or anything there, it's just a dam.
We have wells.
Or a channel. Or those the big round concrete troughs that they place in cow pastures. but it's all piped out there. All the water's piped out there, and it's got a ball valve on it to keep it topped up.
Yeah, we just have wells and pipes, and you just open the valve, and the
Yeah,
water comes out, and you fill the trough, and away you go.
yeah, same
I don't
here,
know
pretty much.
anywhere, anytime I've ever run into a place where they had to pipe water, other than during a drought or something.
Yeah, that's right. Cart water, you mean? Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, we had to do that for our pigs in drought times, because the creek had run dry and our well was dry, so we'd have to go and get trailer loads. What we did was we put we got an old house tank, one of those little round house tanks, and put it on the back of our truck and tied it to the back of the truck, and went into town and filled it up with water and carted it out 2-3 times a day.
Yeah, that's one of the things about farm sim I never understood. Shouldn't even be in the game. They shouldn't even need water.
Well, they should
They
need
should just
water,
have
but
it.
yeah, it should happen somehow. But
The
the
problem with the placeable things is then every little barn you make has got to have all of the necessary stuff. You can't.
yeah,
It's like you can't have a slurry container, but yet 3, pig pens. You know what I mean? And just have one slurry container. It has to be all part of it, and it just takes up so much room.
yeah. I think there is a way to do that. Like if you've got 2 pig enclosures, there is a way to have one slurry pit. I'm pretty sure I've seen it on maps. 2 separate pig enclosures.
Well,
And-
if
and
it's
a
built
giant-
into the map, I
and
think you could do it.
Yeah.
But not as a placeable.
No, not as a placeable, no. It would have to be all included. Oh, sorry, Doughboy. When you get a chance, could you send me server info and link to mods in Discord, so maybe I can join you all next weekend or tomorrow if you're streaming? Oh, okay. No, we won't be doing anything tomorrow, Doughboy, because it's Rubber Burner's map test night. But yeah, happy to have you in here next Friday, Saturday. We do Friday and Saturdays here.
Isn't he on PCSG?
You're part of PCSG, aren't you, Doughboy? All the details are there.
Yeah, it's on the PCSG Discord.
Yeah, PCSG's Discord's got all the details.
We should just change it to Wonko's.
We should change it to Wonko's, yeah. Now that there's no PCSG. Damn shame,
Wonko
though.
is PCSG.
Well, Wonko has always been PCSG, but now, it's a shame that there's no website anymore. Yeah, PCSG was taken down, yeah. But the PCSG Discord channel's still there, because it's run by Wonko and myself. If you've left that group, that's fine. I'll send you another invite. I had to with Rubber Burner yesterday. You probably
Yeah, I think a
assumed,
lot of people probably left it thinking it was.
thinking it was linked to the web page, but it's not. It should be called Wonko's Wonderland.
Wonko's Grumpy Gits.
Yeah, I'll send you a link, mate, when we're done here. An invite, I mean.
Yeah. It's
I'll do it in a minute as soon as I finish this field.
God, we should be fired, Johnny.
Yeah, we could have got closer than that. Head up to field 4 next, Doc.
You gonna start plowing this one?
No. Fertilise first.
You gonna start fertilizing this one?
No.
When we are finished harvesting.
Yep. When we're finished harvesting, someone can fertilise and then get chased by the plough.
Well, do it with the manure because we got a pile of it.
Yeah, should.
Free.
This is correct.
Yeah, we keep buying fertilizer for what point, I don't know. Got a whole pile of manure.
Yeah. Been stockpiling it,
Yeah, I see that.
just in case.
Yeah, there's an apocalypse and we need it.
Yeah, we need it for vegetation growth. Well, I'll do it now, Doughboy. Where are we? Where are we?
We'll do
Where
what?
are we?
Get right in the way.
Yeah, because I can.
Johnny,
Yes, mate.
send him the right link.
Send him the right link. What about the left
Yeah.
link? I might want to send him the
Because
left
that
one.
link you haven't posted is you have to log in to get the mods.
You do?
No,
Yeah.
you don't.
Hey, stop shoving me around.
No, because I just clicked on the mod link and the mod link thing.
Yeah, that one.
You should have got that, Doughboy. Let me know if you didn't. What the hell are you doing, man? The boy says no, I delete. Oh, yeah. Yeah, I'm guessing that quite a few people may have thought that the Discord channel was linked to the webpage. Well, it used to be, sort of, but they were separately run by Wonko, both of them. I think he hoped that the new owner would become part of the group, sort of thing. But we can see why he's not. Cool. There should be a link there somewhere for the mods. A link to download all active mods.
It's called ModLink.
It's called ModLink. Oh,
Yeah.
that's strange.
I
Mod.
posted the link for mods.
Yeah.
It
That-
never fails. Somebody always posts something that doesn't belong in there.
Yeah.
True.
Like on mine, it's got screenshots, and then we like to have conversations in the screenshots.
Yeah. You go to
So
look.
then you don't even
there's
know what the screenshot was, because now there's 50 messages.
Yeah. Yeah, you get a notification there's something new in the ModLink section. Oh, you go and click on it and there's 50,000 photos and people talking in there. What the hell?
No, there's like 3 photos and 50,000 other posts relative to nothing.
me. Check the mods again before I came on here. Nothing very interesting in the last 24 hours. Oh geez, there's starting to get a lot of those factories coming out for the global company scripts. A lot. Just today there was a new placeable factory to make tissues. I thought, just what every farmer wants to do is make tissues.
Well, it's gonna be like, you know, at least I'm so happy we have global company, because it's so much better than you start getting, it's like, okay, well, we got a map. Now we've got a map with this factory. Well, now a new factory came out, so there's a new version of the map with this factory in it.
Yeah. Yeah.
Like the 40,000 versions of Pleasant Valley.
Mm.
At least now you can just have placeable areas with place anywhere, and you could make a city of factories if you want.
If you wanted to, yeah, that's the way to go. I mean,
because that's what, you know, I never played with the factories all that much, you know?
No. I mean, it's a nice idea. It's a nice idea. Like in real life, there's no farmers that would do what, you know, we do in game.
No.
And have 50 million factories on top of their farm work.
If I want to go play the factory game, I'll go play Anno.
Yeah.
You know?
Well, yeah, that's right.
I don't have a problem with it. It's just, yeah. I'm here to play with combines.
Yeah. You know, real farms wouldn't do what they do. They may invest in a company, you know, but they wouldn't solely own and run one because they're busy running their farm.
I mean, there's a lot of farms that make cheese and, you know, butter and
cheese, butter.
But all these farms that make their own product and everything are usually little.
Yep. Yep.
You know,
it's to enhance their income.
They got 6 cows that make all the milk that they need to make their cheese.
Yeah. Well, you know, they don't have the land to become a huge dairy, so they've got to, you know, do something else to enhance their income. So okay, let's start a cheese factory or a buttermilk factory.
Or maybe they want to be a cheese factory, but they only needed 6 cows.
Well, yeah. No, they have gone overboard. There's new factories coming out nearly daily.
Well, yeah.
Then every other day there's an update for that factory that came out because it didn't work properly. So there's, you know, version 1.2. Same thing, but this one works.
Problem with that. You know, I don't have a problem with that, because a lot of the times, even the best testers, when it goes to a massed public, like with Seasons had an issue when you pause the game. Who the hell pauses the game? You know what I mean? Yep. I never pause Farm Sim. I will put it to real time and walk away for 2 hours. I don't ever pause it.
No, I think I've paused it once or twice for some reason, but it was because I was doing something and not a hired worker. I was in the middle of a job, and I don't know, something happened, you know. I got a visitor or a phone rang or something, and I couldn't focus on the screen.
Even when there's no reason to pause it, because if you pause the game, the only reason I used to pause it in the previous versions was when I was doing time missions. But there's nothing timed. I just put it to, well, when I play single player, it's always real time when I'm doing things.
Yeah, me too.
And then when I'm done with field work, I bump it up to like 120, and then I go take care of my animals and stuff.
Oh yeah.
But Yeah, I usually kind of like I do everything in real time and then I fast forward, that kind of stuff. But I
Yep.
never use the pause button.
Yeah, I'm pretty much the same.
But yeah, somebody
Do-
paused the game and it glitched out, and it's like, well,
yeah.
whoever
Doughboy
thought
pauses
does
it.
that?
Doughboy pauses his game.
Oh, he does?
Mm.
Why does he pause it?
I don't know.
I don't know either. I'm not saying there's anything wrong with pausing the game.
No. There's not many reasons you would, but I don't know.
I just don't see.
But I can see.
Yeah, I don't see why you would. I guess you could pause it if you wanted to stop and come right back to where you were at, right?
Well, maybe, yeah. Yep.
Usually I don't have that problem with Farm Sim. Usually Farm Sim's running and I'm doing other things because I'm waiting for it to get to a point to where I want to start playing again.
Yeah.
I think I'm going to get out my steering wheel tonight and play some ATS.
Oh, God. Oh, come on, you got to stream that. It's always worth watching you play ATS or ATS.
Did you ever see the first ATS stream I ever did?
Probably not.
Probably not. It was freaking hilarious. So, I had got ATS and ETS. I downloaded them. And then I just basically went into the game. I started playing it, and I shut it down, and then I decided I was going to stream it. So I loaded back up into my single-player game, and it took me right where I was. Well, what I'd done is I was right in front of an exit ramp on the expressway, so I started going up it. Well, it was an exit ramp, not an enter ramp. So I got up there, and I couldn't make the turn because it's facing the wrong way, so then I had to back all the way down.
See, that's why it's interesting watching you play the truck games.
Yeah.
Very interesting. Doughboy says, especially if the kids need something, I can't afford the time running away and recording when I'm... Oh, yeah, when you're running several farms out of the save game. Oh, yeah. I could understand that, yep. Because kids want you for 5 minutes and the next minute's an hour later. Yeah. Oh, okay. You go from video to... Okay, you go from farm to farm. Okay.
So yeah, so he's using it, and I have no purpose to do that.
No.
For me, I'm just playing, and I don't. Whatever the time is, I can spare a whole day usually. Usually I fast forward 2-3 days when I'm playing with seasons.
Yeah.
Or more. It depends. Like if I feel like doing contracts, I'll do contracts. But then what I do is I cheat and I just put it on course play and I walk away and come back.
Yeah, well, for really big fields, if I'm doing a contract on a big field, I'll set up course play to do it. Yeah.
Well, my Western Australian game, I had like 2 or 3 of those big Terragators, one with a sprayer and one with a spreader.
Okay.
And then I had another one that could go on either one. And I would just send those 3 beasts out, and I had refill courses all, plotted into them, and I'd just send them out and let them go to town.
Oh, yeah.
And actually, those things have a faster speed on them, so they get done a lot quicker.
Yeah, they do.
Use a lot less fertilizer.
Yeah.
Yeah, I made a pile of money off of contracts, because most of your contracts are always fertilizing for some reason.
Yeah, there's a lot of fertilising contracts, yeah. I like to hang out for the harvest ones, but they're few and far between.
Yeah, it depends. Like, season seems to like steady them out.
Does it? Yeah.
Well, yeah, because you start out and there's a whole bunch of plowing contracts. Then, like later in the day, or as you progress, then it becomes cultivating, then seeding, then fertilizing, and fertilizing, and fertilizing.
Yeah.
And then all the harvest contracts are kind of at the same time.
Oh, I see. Yeah.
Because I've been thinking about doing a map with seasons and not actually buying any land, not doing anything.
Oh, right. Just contracts.
What's going on here?
Mm.
My combine's like unloading. That was weird. My combine looked like it was unloading into the grass.
Oh, okay. It would
There's
have
no
been
pile
a
of grain
sink,
there though.
a sink issue.
Yeah.
That's all.
But I was thinking about starting a single player game where I have nothing and I buy nothing and do nothing except contracts.
Oh, yeah.
I just do
run around.
contracts. The whole first year I do contracts.
Hmm. Oh, you'd have to have a little pickup. Come on.
Why? I don't have to drive to the field to get a mission anymore.
No, but you have to drive to the dealership to pick up the equipment.
Tab. Shift tab. Tab.
Yeah, I know. No, if you were role playing.
I could use the contractor mod and then I have to, run over there, but. I like the contractor mod.
Yeah, I never used it. I haven't actually. I haven't even looked at it really to see what it actually does.
Okay, let me explain the contractor mod. So, you know how you shift tab to vehicles, right?
Yeah.
You tab or shift tab people.
Thank you very much for that subscription, Dorkin. It's very appreciated. 4 months in a row.
Oh, nice.
Yeah.
Wow. So, with the contractor mod, you start the game with the contractor mod on, and then what you do is you just go in, you save, and then you exit. And there's an XML file in your save games.
Yeah.
Or your
folder.
Wherever your mod folder and all that stuff is.
Yep. I understand.
So there's a contractor mod XML, and you go in that, and there's instructions in it. And you edit it, and you change the people's names, and you could change their gender, their hair color, everything, all the people, all the character options. So, like, I've got Johnny, and he's got his cool vest and glasses on, and So you could change the names and all that stuff. So you could have Beavis and Butthead for your hired workers too.
Yeah,
so
well, they're real in game.
Yeah.
They're the in-game helpers.
Well, they're the in-game helpers, but it's like multiplayer.
Yeah.
So when you tab, you're tabbing people. You're not tabbing.
Vehicles. Okay.
Vehicles. You're tabbing people.
Right.
So you have a finite amount. So I always put it up to 8 or whatever the maximum amount is.
Yeah.
Because otherwise you run out of people. Because when you start using courseplay or hired worker, you run out of people pretty quick if you only got 4.
Yeah. So it's more like you own a contracting company. And all these other people are your workers.
Well, the contractor mod basically makes it so that it's you and your employees, but you have a finite amount of people. You can't just hire like 20 hired workers to do your bidding. I really like it because it's kind of interesting.
Does sound
It makes you
interesting.
think about how you use your people. It's one more thing to kind of have to manage.
Yep.
I used it on Nokia not 17 all the time.
Oh, did you?
Yeah.
Okay.
That's how I would set up the. They looked like multiplayer people that were doing everything.
Yeah, I do remember that. Yeah.
That's the contractor mod because it doesn't use the hired worker. Course, it screws with courseplay though.
It does.
Courseplay messes it up because you'll start with you'll put somebody in the tractor, and then they'll start doing field work, and then by the end, it changes different hired workers and stuff.
Oh, okay.
So for doing videos, it was kind of interesting because I'd go over there and it was supposed to be a male character and it was not.
Yeah, okay.
But
yeah, there was another mod out like that where you could name your hired workers.
Yes.
And that sucked because you could give them all names. Next minute, John would be a female. You know, and Julia was a male because it had changed it.
Because all it changed was the helper A, B, C, D, E, and F, or whatever it was.
Yeah.
I remember that one too. Contractor one though, they always stay that character, and then you can change what color their shirt is and what accessories they have and their hairstyle and all that. And I don't know if you can turn it on or off to have the name above their head. But I think you can make it so it's like multiplayer. So if they were on hired worker, you'd see the name above the.
Yeah, I think you can now you're mentioning it.
You just got to be careful when you load it on the map because all the characters are going to be one behind the other.
Oh, yeah.
Sometimes the maps end up putting them in a weird place.
Yeah, they stack.
So you have to hit the start. Yeah, you got to hit the start menu and warp to somewhere with each one.
Yeah. Reefy just uploaded a video.
He did now. He should join us.
He has in the past a few times, a long time ago. Not very often. He's a bit shy.
He's got an issue with his computer.
Still?
Because he can't use, because he can't use his steering wheel or any of that nonsense either.
Ah.
I think he's been keyboarding it for I don't know how long.
Okay, yeah, long time.
Because it's probably been almost a year he's been just running the keyboard. Because I don't think I know of a 19 video he's actually played with the steering wheel.
No. No, I think you're right. I think Oops has fallen asleep.
Well, probably sitting there doing nothing. Give it a try, Johnny. Give the contractor mod a go.
It does sound interesting.
It's kind of a pain because you can't tab to vehicles. You have to get out and get into another vehicle because, like, if you use follow me, you have to tab because if you try doing anything else, it stops it. You know what I mean? You have to learn how to use it. So when you hire a worker, you can't jump out of the vehicle because if you jump out of the vehicle, then the tractor stops because there's nobody in it.
Yeah.
So it's like having 8. I always put it up to 8, but it's like having 8 individual characters. Basically what it is.
Yeah.
But it's kind of cool. I like it because the nice thing is that like you can see the other characters, and they're always the same.
Yeah.
You know, Johnny's always got his glasses and vest on.
Yeah. Yeah,
So
no,
you
I
could
like
look
the
at
idea.
it and you could be like, oh, you
I
know,
like
that's
the idea.
Sneaky Pete, because he always wears that.
Hmm.
It is a good video tool.
Yeah, I like the idea of that.
Yeah. Just be careful if somebody's running a combine on Courseplay, because it may not be that character.
Right.
It may be one of the hired helpers.
Yeah.
On 17, it actually would change, like when the hired hand on Courseplay, when it would come to the end of the row and it would lift the header up, it would swap hired workers.
Oh, okay.
So on contractor mod, it would do the same thing, because there's a refresh or something built into Courseplay on the hired workers,
Yeah.
so it doesn't stay the same hired worker all the time.
Yeah,
So
yeah.
yeah,
Yeah,
you
I've had
just had
that.
to be careful if you're approaching a Courseplay worker. Yeah, this is Fred, who is cross-dressing today.
Yes.
Yep. It was only on fieldwork courses, if I remember right. I think the rest of the stuff, it was fine.
Okay.
I think it was only fieldwork courses. Because they were trying to solve that issue. I don't know if you ever saw it on the big fields, but where the character would start coming out of the cab of the tractor for no reason.
Oh.
Like the arm, the hands and the feet would be in the position, but the actual character would just like
Be
glitch
leaning.
out of the cab.
Yeah. Might have got claustrophobia. Had to get out.
I don't know. So they put like a refresh code in there to refresh the hired worker every so often
Yeah.
to try to eliminate that, which I don't know, it must have, because I never
Whoa.
had that much trouble after it.
Crazy.
happened?
Just took off. Wouldn't stop. Like a lag spike or something. But
You
it
shut
wasn't.
the combine off.
I always do when I turn. Jeez, it's hard on the comb.
No, you turned it off. You didn't raise the header, you turned it off.
Mm.
First day on the job.
Mm. Yes.
I wish you'd give a little more explanation. The only problem is you have to go in there and look at your characters to make sure they're right, because you're basically like a red shirt's like you put a 3 in, and then a 4 is a darker one, and
Oh, right. Yep.
sometimes it's hard to know what you got.
Yep.
So I think straight out of the box you start with 4 people.
Mm-hmm.
And I think he said it's a maximum of 8, but I don't know why you couldn't try to stretch that to 10.
Oh, might be
Never
something.
tried.
Some
Never
sort of
tried it.
issue.
Well, the reason it used to be an 8 and 17 because that was the only color of your shirt.
Ah, yeah, yeah.
But there's a lot more, character options now.
Hmm. Yeah, which I kind of like. It's good.
Yeah, I think they could have done a little better, but whatever.
Yes, yes, yes. The biggest hassle for me is the player animations, which are absolutely garbage.
Oh, you mean the players on multiplayer that...
Oh, just the way
Or
they
the
walk
multi-
or run or jump. When when you're playing, like if you were walking towards me, you'd look like you were having a fit while you were walking. And then,
all
God, if you
contorted
jumped, it looked like someone just lit a firecracker up your backside.
It's like of all the games that have, players on them,
Mm.
characters, this is gonna be one of the worst.
Oh yeah, for sure. Shit, I've seen better character animations in games from the 80s.
And then
Or
you
better.
go to like the sports games, and these guys are like realistic in the way they move, you know.
Oh yeah, yeah. That's what I'm getting at. You know, that.
You
But
watch them jump and leap and throw the ball and
yeah,
all
yeah, and
every.
slide along the ground. It's all great. Here, it's
Oh,
what
the
the hell?
baseball games that have the real players' actual stances and swings and
Yep.
stuff built into them. It's like it's nuts. This game here, it looks like he got some sort of hernia
Yes.
walking across the ground.
Yeah, it ain't pretty.
Oh, this is Reefy's countdown to his favorite map
Doughboy
series.
says, but you're saying you don't work with courseplay. I would love that in my vids, but if courseplay don't work with it, that sucks. Yeah, no, Doc was saying you just got to be careful with courseplay. It's not the fact that it doesn't really work. It's just, you just got to be careful when you go up to it.
There's no conflicts with it.
There's no conflicts. No, right.
No, it works with it. You just have to be careful because if something's on course play, it's probably not the character you put in there.
Mm.
It's usually going to be one of the one of the hired workers characters, and it might not be because I haven't quite figured out what course play does with the hired worker, but it cycles through them.
Yeah.
Because I used to sit there and keep hitting the course play start button until I got the right character that I wanted.
Yeah.
Before Contractor mod came out.
Oh yeah.
But the nice thing is that when you're playing single player doing videos, you can set 3 people up in a corner, and they're there. Like they're there, like they're in multiplayer. They're not going to do anything, but they're still there.
Yeah. On a smoko break.
Yeah, whereas on single player, there's like no other human life forms around.
No.
All right, what are we going to? 2021?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Is it still soybean?
Still soybeans, mate. Yeah, we put soybeans in everything this run. But I might call it quits now, I think. I think I've had enough for one evening of harvesting.
Yeah. I gotta think about some dinner. You doing anything later, Johnny?
Later, as in later, it depends on what time you mean later. For Anno, you mean? I may be able to play.
Couple hours?
Yeah, maybe. Yep, definitely. I'll have to let you know. Like if you had poked me earlier today, for example, I was playing Anno with Stu because I woke up early.
See,
played a couple of hours with Stu before this.
See, you should always poke me.
I should always poke you. Yeah, well, I didn't think of it actually, to be honest. Not because I didn't want it. It was just I never thought. Stu gave me a poke. And I said, oh, I got a bit over an hour. And he said, right, let's play. I didn't think to give you a poke.
Yeah, I've been out of Anno all week.
I know. And this is the wrong time of year to play the times we have been.
Yeah, because we're going back an hour.
Stupid
and you're
daylight
ahead
savings. Doughboy says then I wouldn't have character. I use courseplay all the time. Hardly ever use plain hired worker. Yeah. I don't know, Doughboy. It'd be worth trying it and see what it does. There is a new courseplay that was released only a few days ago.
Well, they update it almost daily.
Yeah. Might be worth going to GitHub and downloading the latest version.
I'm pretty sure it's only on fieldwork courses.
Yeah, so harvesting, cultivating, and ploughing. If it's seeding, it'd be all right. Things like that.
Well, basically, it's not going to be any different than what it is. You get whatever character you get.
Yeah. It'd be worth a try,
Can I
Doughboy,
say
I'm sure.
Yeah.
Thank you to all of my viewers.
Yes, thank you to all Ux's viewers. Thank you for his new subscription. I'm sorry, I'm interfering.
We are back next weekend.
Yes, we will be.
Yeah. I'm on the raid.
You're gonna raid?
Daddy grew tonight too. So, see you all next time.
Bye,
Bye
Ux's.
Bye, everybody.
Did you give Doughboy get him back in PCSG's Discord?
Yes, I did. Yeah, he said he rejoined it, so that's good.
Excellent.
If there's anything you need, Doughboy, that isn't there, like you're missing something, let me know, for sure. I would like to thank my viewers for tonight. Very nice having you here. Much appreciated. If you like what you saw, or even if you didn't like what you saw, hit the little like button. It would be most appreciated. Until next time.
The dislikes too.
No, I'm not thanking you for your dislike. Pain in the butt.
He doesn't discriminate against the dislikes.
No, I don't discriminate. Just hit one of those. Hit the one that with the thumb going up. It's much a better one. It's better for your karma.
One of these days.
It's better for your karma. Yes.
One of these days. You're going to have more dislikes than you're going to have likes. It's going to be because of me, and I'm going to laugh.
You bitch. Anyway, until next time, I will be on between now and next weekend, but we'll be back here next weekend. And until then, till next time, you all take care. Bye-bye from us.
Bye, all.
Bye now.